The Undersecretary for Planning at the Ministry of Finance and Planning, Benjamin Ayali, says individuals and organizations managing donor-funded projects are not exempted from paying taxes to the government. Ayali made the remarks during the opening of a one-day workshop on withholding tax held at the South Sudan Revenue Authority headquarters in Juba on Tuesday. He clarified that while equipments, items and vehicles used in donor-funded projects may be exempted under specific financing agreements, those managing and implementing the projects must still meet their tax obligations as required by the law.
For the donor-funded projects, the persons that are managing the projects are not exempted. But the equipments, the items, for example, vehicles that will be utilized for the operations of those projects are exempted, and it is within the financing agreements that we normally sign with donors. That is with regard to donor-funded projects. According to the South Sudan Revenue Authority Act 2016 as amended, the law allows the South Sudan Revenue Authority to collect funds on behalf of the government. Now, for our records, if anybody other than SSRA and its designated officials comes to your office requesting for taxes, you object to that.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner General of SSRA, Simon Akweideng, said the authority under the guidance of the Ministry of Finance is modernizing South Sudan's tax administration through digital transformation and regional harmonization. He revealed that in the coming months, the SSRA will begin consultations to introduce the value-added tax, which is one of the major revenue sources in the region.
The current sales tax that we are implementing for 2024-2025 reports is actually 1.7%. So if you compare it with the region of VAT 30% minimum, and our current records show that it's only 1.7% of the total tax that we collected in the budget year 2024-2025. That's called for South Sudan to actually enroll on VAT, the consumption tax. Together with the VAT, we are rolling out an electronic receiving and invoicing system, ERIS, which will digitize transactions, improve accountability, and minimize human interference in tax administration. This reform will not only improve efficiency, but also provide donor projects with assurance, transparency, and easy-to-use systems for fulfilling their tax obligations.
The Commissioner General also directed the Commissioner of Domestic Tax Revenue Division to waive penalties arising from audits of contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers under donor-funded projects passed to November 4th, 2025.
The law requires that once you don't pay on time, it attracts penalties. But because our failure also to engage you and our failure to inform you, to sensitize you on time, from the 4th of November 2025, going backwards, there will be no penalties. I'll ask you, whatever you have accumulated withholding tax, accumulated tax that you are keeping, please remit it to the government account, and minus the penalties that you're supposed to attract.
Earlier this year, the SSRA formed a special tax team to follow up on how development partners can meet their tax obligations. He urges agencies and contractors working with the World Bank, African Development Bank, and other donors to cooperate with the SSRA in promoting accountability and transparency. Reporting for SSBC, I'm Emmanuel Patrick, Juba, South Sudan.